Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best settings to use here in chapter 3 for competitive and arena. So if you guys want to see what those settings are, definitely stay to the end of the video because these are the very best to use here in the current season and chapter. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a VBuck giveaway. I bought a ton of these VBuck cards for you guys to have. If you guys would like to receive a card and enter the giveaway, all you guys have to do is simply drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell and drop a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. I will be giving out one of these cards every single Friday. I will share the screenshot of the winner in the video, so make sure you guys stay updated if you are interested in winning free V-Bucks. And lastly, if you guys want to support me in the item shop, just go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in creator code Young Humor, and you guys will have me supported in the item shop as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of the best settings to use. I'm going to be covering everything in this video that you guys want to have for arena/competitive. So going into the video settings, as far as your graphic settings, these are really just personal preference on what you want to use. There really isn't any advantage of using either of the color blinds, but if you like one in particular, then you can turn it on. But I currently have them off for both just because there really isn't an advantage of using it. And in the graphic quality settings, I have the view distance on medium. You want to have it on medium, and medium is the best for competitive because it gives you a little bit more time to see loot than on near, because when you're gliding in off the battle bus, if you have your view distance on medium, you can see loot on top of rooftops a little bit easier and quicker. So that's why you want to have it on medium instead of near. And then epic is just a little bit too taxing as far as your frame rate, and it's really just not necessary to have. So medium is the best option here. Textures, I like to have mine on epic just because Fortnite does or is more CPU intensive than other games in particular. So having textures on epic does help with your FPS and make things run even smoother. And I do play with high meshes. I don't use low meshes just because low meshes just looks really bad. A lot of the just basic things in the game just don't look very good. But running on performance mode will give you the best FPS boost possible. So you want to be on performance if you want to have the best performance for your system. It's really great, and it's a little bit better than running on DirectX 11 and DirectX 12, which performance does technically run on DirectX 11, but it will give you more of a performance boost and reduce the latency. So going into the game settings, in your movement tab, you want to have the auto open door features on. And then you want to have the mantle activation on hold jump, so you don't accidentally mantle. It only mantles you while you're holding your jump down. So that's why I prefer it on hold jump as opposed to hold forward. And for the preferred item slots, you want to have it in this order. You want to have shotgun, SMG, 2 consumables, and your assault rifle. And the most important one is going to be having your shotgun in the first inventory slot. And the reason being is how mechanically it works is once you switch to your pickaxe and then your builds and then back out to your weapons, it'll automatically put you in the first inventory slot. So how that works is if no matter what image, you could be on your heels, you could be on your shotgun, your SMG. If you just press your pickaxe, then you pull out your builds and go back to your guns, it'll automatically transfer you back to your first inventory slot, which is going to be on your shotgun, which you're going to be using almost every single time exclusively when you're in close range fights. So that's why you want to have your inventory set like that. As far as replays, you want to have all of these off unless you're currently using them, because having them off will help improve your performance. Hud Scale, I like to have mine on 65% when I'm playing competitively, just because it reduces the Hud Scale on your screen, which just gives you a little bit more field of vision around you. So in your bottom left corner and your bottom right corners, just where you have your inventory slots, it's going to be a little bit smaller, which is going to make it a little bit better when you're fighting someone 1v1, because you have more area that you can see clearly. And so going into the controller sensitivity option here, I like to have my slide hold time on a 0.135. I like to have this pretty low because sliding is such a useful mechanic. And by having this under the default setting, it's going to allow me to slide way more efficiently. And I'm going to be able to slide much quicker. So that's why I like to have it below the standard 0.15. but it is personal preference. You can have it a little bit lower or a little bit higher, but I do recommend having it below the standard. And for my camera, or the reset camera axis, I don't actually use this setting currently because I don't have an extra bind for it, but it is a really good setting to use if you do like it. So going to my sensitivity options, I have a 2.2x for my build mode sensitivity. My edit mode is going to be on a 2.0, and my look sensitivity is on a 40% and a 40%. This sensitivity is really great. Having a 40% is a great low sensitivity setting to have. It's going to allow you to hit a lot of shots and max damage shots with your shotgun because it's very easy to track. And in my aim down sights ADS sensitivity settings, I have a 7%, 7%. My boost is on a 12% with a ADS turning ramp boost time of a 0.25. This sensitivity is really great because being on a 7% or even like a 6% is going to allow you to track players from longer ranges with the MK or the AUG quite easily. And then having a 12% boost helps you if they move a little bit quicker. So if they're launch padding, just moving quite quickly left to right on your screen. And then having the boost ramp time just prevents you from accidentally activating the boost when you're not trying to, because how it works is you have to fully deflect your analog stick for it to activate, but having a little bit of a delay just prevents you from accidentally activating boost when you're not meaning to. So having these settings on for aim down sights is really great from long range, medium range, and close range. And going down into my advanced sensitivity settings, I have no look dampening time on currently, but it is a great setting if you do like it. It's something that I do recommend. My control dead zone is a 10% on my left analog stick, right analog stick is on 9%. Down at the bottom, the accelerate with thumbstick. This is just personal preference. You can have it on or off. Off probably gives you more control, but you can try with them both on. And basically how it works, you can either use the right trigger on your controller to make the car go faster, or you could just use your analog stick. So it just all comes down to personal preference and what you like for my binds. Now, when it comes to binds, I play with 4 paddles. So if you don't play with 4 paddles, your binds are going to look completely different than mine. But if you guys want to know, my upper left paddle is my toggle pickaxe. Upper right is my edit button. My bottom left is my jump button, which is bound to A. And then my bottom right is bound to B, which is how I place my traps. I pretty much have had the same binds for as long as I can remember. I've had these same binds for a really great length of time, and switching binds is something that you don't want to do unless you absolutely have to, because the muscle memory it takes to switch binds does take quite a long time. But if you are on really bad binds and you do want to change, but these are the binds that I use with 4 paddles. So if you play with non-claw or even with claw, then your binds might look completely different than mine, and you'd want to watch one of my other videos on the best default or best claw binds and try out those. As far as my edit control binds, I have my left trigger as confirmed and my reset button as right stick. Some people use right bumper for reset. The only reason I don't use it because if I accidentally misclick, I switch weapons instead of when I misclick with right stick, I just end up crouching. So that's why I really like the binds that I currently have for my editing controls. But with that being said, that's going to be all of the settings that you guys want to have for competitive and arena here in this chapter. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you guys will get notified for every single time I upload a new video on this channel. But with that being said, I appreciate all you guys watching this video. And alright guys, I will see you next video.